Our group member consists of 4 members, which is Muhammad Hakimi, Muhammad Faizuddin Nabil, Muhammad Faimah Fakri, and Muhammad Syami Irfan. For the part 1, the title is Small Office Home Office, Soho, Network Design with Guests. Project scope. This project involves designing a network for a small business with 60 internal users and guest users. The goal is to create a secure infrastructure that separates the guest network from the LAN. A separate subnet will be implemented for guests, restricting access to only the FTP server. The project includes designing the IP network, determining the hardware requirement, configuring device, and conducting network testing. A comprehensive network report will be provided. Network requirement. For the network requirement, first, we need to separate subnet for guest and LAN network. Second, the guest network should be restricted to access only FTP service on the FTP server, and all other access to the LAN network should be blocked. Third, IP network design. Fourth, identify hardware requirement, switch, and routers. Lastly, configuration details on hardware. IP network design. For the small office home office, we use PC, which is 60 users number of hosts. Then PC guest, we use 12 guests. For the switch, we use 5 number of hosts. For the server, we use 1 number of hosts. And for the multi-layer switch, we use 1 number of hosts.
Now I will present about the IP network design. So our router interface of G00 assign IP as 199.50.50.89 and its subnet is 255.255.252. And next interface G0/1, the IP address assigned is 199.50.50.65 and the subnet mask is 255.255.240. And the last interface at Soho router is G0/2. The IP address assigned is 199.50.50.1 and the subnet mask assigned is 255.255.255.192. So now I will present the subnet table. So in our part 1 project, we assign 60 hosts with subnet address from 199.50.50.1 and 199.50.50.62, and their subnet mask is 255.255.255.192. This is assigned at the 60 user of the organization. And now next, 12 guests assigned IP is from 199.50.50.66 until 199.50.50.78, the address range, and the subnet mask of the guest PC is 255.255.240. Next row is the number of switch. So the switch used is 5 hosts of switch. So the IP is started from 199.50.50.81 and 199.50.50.86, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255 and 248. Next is the next row is for server, and the server use only FTP server, and the address assigned as 199.50.50.990, and the subnet mask is 255.255.252. The last row is the multi-layer switch. So the multi-layer switch assigned as 199.50.50 and 94, and the subnet mask is 255.255 and 252.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning. My name is Muhammad Faimah Fakri from Section 1. Today I will present a part 2, a campus network design for a college. Project scope. The scope involves designing a campus network for a college with multiple buildings and users. The main building has 160 users, while building 1 and building 2 has 20 and 50 users respectively. The project includes a branch campus, 10 kilometers away with 100 users. Goals include establishing secure connectivity, implementing a wireless network, sharing internet, setting up a server farm, and optimizing network performance. Testing, verification, and comprehensive report will be provided. So as you can see, this is campus diagram. The distance between building 1 and the building is 500 meters. building 1 and building 2 is 200 meters. Building 2 and the main building is 100 meters. Branch campus is located about 10 kilometers from the main building. Next is network requirement analysis. For the user, main building has 160 users. Building 1 has 20 users. Building 2 has 50 users and branch campus has 100 users. For distance and connectivity, main building to building 1 is 500 meters, while main building to building 2 is 100 meters. Building 1 to building 2 is 200 meters. Main campus to branch campus is 10 kilometers. You use we use 4 router, 4 multi-layer switch, 1 switch, 2 access point and 4 server.
So now I will present the IP network design. So this is our subnet table reference. So we have 10 subnet. First at the main campus have a laboratory room PC which is have 100 number of hosts. Next is branch building, same has a 100 number of hosts. And third lecturer room PC and lobby at the main campus. The subnet is 60 number of hosts. The building 2 50 number of hosts. Building 1 20 number of hosts. So the number 6 subnet subnet switch 70 number of hosts. 7 multi-layer switch, 5 number of hosts, routers and servers for number of hosts. And next, IP router serial. It is for avoid the router from overlapping. So this is our subnet mask template for part 2. So first assign 100 number of hosts. Range of IP is 192.50.50.1 until 192.50.126. The subnet mask is 255, 255, 255, and 128. So uh, next row assign as branch campus number of hosts, which is 100. So the number of address range is from 199.50.50.129 until 199.50.50.254. And the subnet mask is 255, 255, 255, and 128. Next is assign 60 user of lecturers room. So the subnet on the lecturers room IP address on the lecturers room is 199.50.51.1 and until 199.50.51 and 62. The subnet address for the lecturers room is 255, 255, 255, 192. Next is assign at the building 2, which is at 50 number of hosts. The IP address range is from 199.50.51.65 until 199.50.51.126. The subnet mask is 255, 255, 255, and 192. Next subnet is at the building 1, which is has 30 number of hosts. The IP address range is from 199.50.51.129 until 199.50.51.158. And the subnet mask is 255, 255, 255, and 224. So in our part 2, we have 17 of switch. So the switch subnet is from IP address 199.50.51.161 until 199.50.51.190. The subnet mask of the switch is 255, 255, 255.224. The next is 5 number of hosts, which assigned as the multi-layer switch. So the IP address for the multi-layer switch is 199.50.51.193 until 199.50.51.198. And the subnet mask is 255, 255, 255, 248. Next is number of hosts of router, which 4 number of hosts. So the IP address range is from 199.50.51.201 until 199.50.51.206. And the subnet mask is 255, 255, 255.248. Next is for the server, have 4 number of hosts from 199.50.51.209 and 199 until 199.50.51.214. The subnet mask is 255, 255, 255.248. Last is the IP serial of the routers. So the IP serial address is from 199.50.51.217 until 199.50.51.222. Correction, the IP range is from 199.50.51 and 217 until 199.50.51.197. And the subnet mask is 255, 255, 255.252. So that's all from me. So for the part 2, we have 4 routers. First router is for main campus, second router is for branch campus, the third router is for building 2, and the fourth router is for building 1. So this is the interface and the IP address and the subnet mask of the IP network design for our router.
Physical network design. As you can see in the first picture, there are 4 buildings. The main building and the distance between the main building and building 2 is 100 meters. And the distance between building 2 and building 1 is 200 meters. And the distance between main building and building 1 is 500 meters. The distance between main building and branch building is 10 kilometers far away. For the middle picture, you can see the rack of main building. For the last picture is the rack for the branch building.
So that's all for our group presentation. Thank you.